Alright, so our session started off with Puck telling Sabryn to come back inside for some final instructions, so she got up and headed in. When she got inside, she saw Dora handing over some papers to Talos, and one looked to be a personal letter. As he opened up the letter and to read, Abigail came over with a large basket with some provisions in it for them. She also handed them 3 books that she told them to read as soon as possible. They were called Policies, Procedures, and Protocols of the Seelie and Unseelie Courts, written by Yarn Spinner, Lord of Fablerise. They were also informed that the next time they come through, that they had to dress the part, and out from a small door came 4 very small but odd creatures with a variety of outfits for our party to try on and pick out what they wanted. It seems that the queens are that are coming are quite formal and want to make sure people are presented. After all this was done and the outfits were tossed into their portable hole, there was some sort of disturbance outside, so they all rushed out. Outside had gone totally quiet, and as they rounded the house, they saw far off in the distance a large circular object forming. The portal was being created. So our party hooked up their old Vardo to Valen's carriage, put their 3 unwanted passengers on top of it, climbed in and took off. And along the way, they were treated to a poem from Alec. The trip only took about 20 minutes, and even though they were going pretty quick, and as they got closer and closer to the portal, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. It was quite massive. When they finally got to the foot of the portal, it seemed like about 100 people or more could come through at a time. When they got out of their carriage and the ground started to shake a little, and out came 15 flat rocks with the exact image of the dome on it. And a whole bunch of vines were starting to curl around them, kind of making it look like a wearable necklace. After Alec and our party grabbed a few and looked them over, they realized that these would allow the wearer to pass through the dome. It seems that the planet was listening and watching them, and was giving them a little help. After this, the goodbyes were said, and they all headed out. They had a good 6-hour ride to the edge of the dome, so they sat back and tried to relax. Of course, this was when they passed through a very large forest of dandelions, and something was singing a song. They then met Amador the dandelion. He was in charge of the forest, and he was a famous weed killer. He came into the carriage demanding them leave his forest, or at least ask for permission next time. But then he saw Valen and instantly fell in love. That's what you do. After some odd looks and a "I'm still married," he jumped out of the carriage to kill some more weeds and sing. When they hit the edge of the dome, they sent Sabryn's brother and the other 2 through first to test a theory. It seemed to work, as the 3 were allowed to leave but not come back. So after a few more minutes, they went through. On the other side, they were yelled at for taking their time by Chorus, and the other 2 had left. Apparently, even though they were only on the other side for a few minutes, it was about an hour for Chorus. They were also in front of a bunch of barricades, and had a lovely back and forth with 2 clerics of the Twin Sons. Also, they were allowed to leave with the permission of Admiral Greybeard via some sending stones. And then they decided to go to their home, which is where the fun began. Chorus went with them and hopped off the carriage and pretty much just stared at them all after finding out that they lived right beside his sister's house, and pretty much sprinted for it.
That's not suspicious.
Not at all. You have a picture of his sister, and you live next door. Nothing suspicious at all. As you guys went inside your house, Sabryn mentioned that they should probably try that locked door again, and went downstairs. Talos finally realized the spell they needed to unlock it, and Valen had it prepared. So she used the spell Knock, and found, as soon as that happened, that the door had 3 other locks that everybody had to try to open. Took you guys a good half hour to solve the riddles, and then finally the door asked for their blood. So everybody gave a little bit of blood hesitantly. The last lock opened, and they found themselves in a very large wizard's tower with a talking portrait on the wall. They had found a wizard's teleportation tower, and it was powered by a magical item called the Black Staff. And it was a talking picture of someone called Kelvin Arunsun. So that's pretty much where we are picking up, with you guys coming here now. So, you guys know it is midnight. So, what would you like to do? Tooth is pretty much going to go to bed, because this is a little bit more than he asked for. So he is going to just look at everybody and go, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Yeah, Francisco's going to follow suit.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm going to go... Okay, well, yeah, no, I guess I don't sleep, so I don't really care if anyone goes in and out. Because my room is in the basement, next to the door. But that's fine. I'm gonna go in my room. I'll leave the door open if other people want to go in or out.
Okay.
But I'll go lie down and read for a bit.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you're going to explore the tower, or if anybody was. Not too sure.
I feel like this day has been a lot. With all of the Fae shenanigans and my brother and everything, I'm gonna go read and try and settle my mind.
Okay. Anything particular you're reading?
I was working on...
And I can't remember. You have quite a few books. Would you have handed any of them out for people to want to read? I can't remember if we did that.
No.
Okay. I did not think so, but I figured I'd ask.
What kind of a question is that? Who do you think I am? I will share anything else but my books. Well, so here's the thing. I was working on a study of Drow ancient magic with Francisco and Talos, but I don't know Undercommon without them.
True.
So I'm gonna switch, and I'm gonna start reading the Fae Culture book.
Okay. That will work. No problem at all. It's a fairly, it's still a 48-hour book to read, but
yep.
It is oddly more of a... almost like a guide for dummies version. Because it is literally written by Yarn Spinner, and it's pretty much his, okay, I tried this, that didn't work, don't do that. That's what the entire book is about. It's basically all he knows about the courts and the Seelie and the Unseelie, but the entire thing is going to be him saying, I tried this, that didn't work. You should try this instead. So it's a good dummies version, but it is still a good read. There's going to be a lot of information you're going to need in there. Okay, so that's what you're doing.
How many hours do I get for that?
You're going to get at least a good 6 to 8. It all depends on, because it's pretty much midnight now. It all depends on how long you want to spend.
I mean, I'll do the whole time until someone comes and gets me the next day, right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put 8.
Okay. That will
Thanks.
work.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of settling my mind by reading something that will be useful, but also is sort of for dummies.
Okay. Francisco's going to bed. Talos is going to bed. Francisco. Along the way to bed, one of the ghosts hands you a note. Seems you got a letter at some point delivered. I'm going to send that to you in Discord. Somewhere here. Where are you? There we go. Alright. While that's happening, what is Ben and Talos going to do for the evening? We'll start with Talos.
Okay. Well, I don't need to sleep, so I think Talos would probably to have a look around. Not looking for books, but looking what books were around, how were things stored and organised.
Okay.
Because this is just a new library to him, so...
All right. That'll work. What is Ben going to be doing? Anything in particular?
Not really, just looking around, just kind of familiarizing himself with the space, you know.
Okay.
It's a
big tower.
Place.
Yeah, it is basically, you weren't here for this part, but the tower itself is a teleportation tower. And it is powered by the Blackstaff, so it is a big, if you scroll up, you might be able to see the pictures that I posted. It's up there somewhere. Yeah, scroll. Yeah, it's there pretty much. And the picture underneath it is the guy on the wall, Kelvin. So when they all were first came here, beside the staff out came 2 maps, and I'll show you guys them now. They are still a work in progress of your other 2 continents. So this basically it will teleport to, I think, 6 locations that you will need to go to first, and then the house, when you're at the location, you can summon the house to you. So the maps themselves, I think I have... Yep, so I'm going to move you guys to 3 maps. So on this map itself, I now have it titled Kelvin's Tower. So that is the location, other 2 locations that you guys will be able to teleport to when you find them and get there. So one is in the Lake of the Woods, and one is way up near Windkeep. The one up at the one up near Windkeep, that's kind of in the area where you're going to be eventually dropping off Yarn Spinner. They want him up in this area. And one is on the Lake of the Woods. The other map, wherever I put them, here somewhere. I have so many pages. This one is Faerun. So you have one over here on this little island out in the middle of nowhere, and another one up in the corner up in here. You might recognize the map. I basically took on all the names and started putting our new ones in. So this is the continent Faerun. So this will be to your east. And Toril to your right. You have a Kelvin's Tower at the top corner here. And another one. Where did I stick it? I think there was only one there. Yeah, only one on that side. Nope, over here. 2. So eventually, if you guys decide to make the lovely journey overseas, you do know the locations you could go to. So, for you guys investigating and looking around, I need investigating rolls, please. And will you be using Detect Magic at all there, Talos?
I imagine everything's magic, so I'll probably just get blinded.
You never know. That's up to you. I don't know exactly what you'd be looking for in general.
I'd be looking for what books did that work.
Okay.
I don't know if that came through.
Okay. I would assume you'd be using Detect Magic, so if you can give me...
No, you wouldn't be.
Oh, you wouldn't be? Okay. I don't know...
Looking around, looking for books, but not
okay.
Not detecting magic.
Beautiful. 18 for Ben. What's Talos's investigation roll, please?
Don't know if it's come through, but that's a nat 20. Plus 7.
Well, a nat 20 is going to find you what the detect magic would have shown you. Because you guys are going to be spending quite a bit of time in here. So basically, the ground floor is the study. So this will have a small little area like an alchemy lab. This will be the library, a lot of places for just sit, relax, R&R. The top floor has another small area with a massive telescope on top for looking at whatever you want to look at.
The neighbors.
There's a oratory up top of the planets in tune, small little garden up top. It's got a great little, you can go out like a door and walk around the entire top of the tower outside. Even though you can't see the tower right now because it's not showing, it's still there. And there's a nice little spot where your bats would be able to hang and come and go as they please. There's also like a couple other living quarters. You'd see Kelvin's main bedroom, nice big bed. There's like a walk-in hot, pretty much like a hot pool, like a hot tub that is steaming for anybody that wants to have a lovely R&R up top. And eventually, as you guys go through the night, the ghosts are going to wander in and start cleaning. So, over the course of the night, you guys both are going to find a few fun things. Your nat 20 is going to get you 4 books. One is a enduring spellbook. One is titled The Big Book of Beasts, The Book of a Million Words, and A Book of Disguises. I'll put these in here for you. So all these are there's still like lots of other types of books in here. Pretty much everything you're going to find normally, like biographies of people, just regular notes and stuff. And that's the majority of the 4 that you're going to find on these shelves themselves. They're pretty much near Kelvin's main desk. Your nat 20, also when you're at the desk, you see what looks to be a drawer that's locked. The Big Book of Beasts, I think, yeah, all 4 of them you will be able to put in your D&D Beyond. Whoever finds them, they can use anything. But there is one area on his desk that is, you can tell, magically locked.
I picked a lock once. I can do it.
You're sleeping.
No, I'm not, but I'm not there either.
I know. Yeah.
Well, don't have knock prepared, so that's waiting until next morning.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me know if you wanted to read any of them. Give me one sec here. I'll go over what those books are. The Enduring Spellbook is nothing major. I think it's just a regular... Okay. I had these ready, but I somehow closed them. So the
just a spell book that doesn't get damaged.
Yeah, it's pretty much can't be damaged by fire or water, and it doesn't deteriorate with age. The Big Book of Beasts is... I think I made this one. So the Big Book of Beasts is basically an entire book containing illustrations and descriptions of various beasts around Lunara. So this is basically a good book for Ben because it has every single thing you'd be able to wild shape into, their stat sheets, their challenge ratings, and exactly what they do. So this is basically an entire catalog up to CR6 beasts of things that you can eventually play with.
Yeah, Ben's definitely looking at that one.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically exactly what they are. So an entire catalog of every single creature that you're going to find. The Book of a Million Words is basically, when opened, lets you choose a language to learn immediately, but you also lose the ability to know one you currently know.
Which one is this?
The Book of a Million Words. So say you wanted to learn Undercommon, you would immediately gain that and lose another language.
Oh, you cut out when you said what you lose.
Sorry. As soon as you decide what you want to learn, you immediately lose one random language, which could be common. Yep. So it's basically we're just going to replace this language you know with another one, and then the book is gone forever. And the Book of Disguises. The book will capture faces of those you're in contact with, and you can use the book to disguise yourself as any person for the day once per day. Yeah.
Anyone?
Anyone. I see Francisco nodding and smiling, going,
"Oh
yeah.
Yeah."
Yeah, so you may choose to use the book to disguise one person per day as any of the faces in the book. I thought you'd enjoy that one.
So much fun.
Yes. So that is the 4 main books you're going to find. And until you unlock the other one, I can't tell you what's in that until you do it.
How long would finding those 4 take?
With the Nat 20, I'm going to say you're probably going to spend at least a good 4 hours till you find them. So half your night. Because you'd be going, there's a lot of books in here, and just to randomly find the 4 magic ones, you'd be able to tell, like, they'd be in their own little case and whatnot. There'd be, like, a description probably on them of most important or just even magical. Or you could even just talk to the portrait and ask him what's going on. Yeah.
Cool. In which case, I think I could squeeze long rest in that.
Yeah,
So I guess 6 hour long rest instead of 8.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll say like even like a couple hours, you'd find them pretty quick, and then power down mode. Okay. So, that's pretty much what, with Ben helping, like, with an 18 and a 20, that's pretty much what you guys are going to find. Ben, I also would love what did I write down here for you? Perception check, please. No, not perception. Where did I put it?
Oh.
That's okay. It'll be the same. I'll use the same roll. Your modifier would be a little bit bigger, I think, for... We'll use perception. It's either perception or arcana would work for me. Whichever's better.
Arcana, I guess, then.
Okay, what's your modifier on that? A +3?
3.
Okay, so
it
would be a 19. Beautiful. Throughout the evening, you randomly start hearing a piano play. The piano, you would notice, you would remember, is on the 2nd floor.
No, house is haunted. Move out. Burn it.
You already know the house is haunted.
Not this haunted. Not playing the piano haunted. Okay, that's so much worse.
I mean, yeah, Ben, we'll go check it out.
Ben, no! This is how people die in horror movies!
I'm already half dead.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
While you're up there, your perception and just being in the tower, you randomly start to see the outline of the same person you've seen with your lantern. One of the ghosts of the house is playing the piano. And as you get closer and look, the other three are there, and you're able to finally see them all. And eventually, as the piano plays and plays, you start to hear them finally having a conversation. They're just basically, you're going to start randomly hear them go talking to each other. You can see them now. One very older male, one very older female. They're all elves. Another elf that kind of looks like he might be like 50-ish. And another one that looks quite old. One female, three male. And they're basically, the female is playing. And the other three are just, they're marveling over the fact that after so many centuries, someone's finally opened up the door so they can clean and play and listen to music. So you're actually hearing them talk. They're pretty much having a entire conversation for a couple hours about who are these people, how long they're here. They opened it, so they got to be at least magical. They're looking at you because they can probably tell that you're like listening to the music. And a couple times they're just going to look over at you and go, "Why is she still staring?"
Hello.
Like immediately the music stops and they pretty much just go, "She can't. No. She can't see us. Can you hi?"
Hi.
Oh
I
boy.
can see you.
Really?
Is that not normal?
It's never happened before.
Interesting.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm Maladrin. This is my husband, Staven. This is the head chef, Elar. And this is our groundskeeper, Valmorin. We used to be Kelbin's family.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Ben.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, we haven't talked to each other than ourselves for a long time.
You've just been in the tower?
Yes. That's a long story that we don't really have time for, but basically, when Kelvin finally passed, part of our agreement with him was to stay with the tower and help out whoever found it.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Weird. Well, this is a lot. Anyway.
Yeah.
We know all your names, so we know who you are. How did you finally get in?
Not sure exactly.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're glad you're here. Just try not to, damage too much.
We'll try. Or I'll try at least.
Okay. Right. And they're pretty much, you'd be able to tell from all four of them, it's like, they're happy they can talk to someone else finally, but they're still, to you, you're just as they're more scared of you right now than you are of them.
Understandably, yeah.
Yeah. So they're pretty much just going to go back to cleaning and looking around. But for the remainder, you can now see and talk to them at will.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only you.
All right.
Yep.
Ben's definitely confused.
So were they.
Going along with it.
Yep.
It's kind of that's all Ben's been doing is just go along with it. It's fine.
Perfect. Talos, during your lovely power down mode, for some reason, as soon as you eventually do wake up, in the bottom corner where I can't remember if you actually have two eyes that kind of look like eyes, like robotic eyes, or if it's a visor. What does your face exactly look like, you think?
I don't think I was ever decided on.
I'm just assuming there's two eye holes.
The original image had two openings.
Okay. In the bottom corner of your left, a red light just starts to slowly blink. It's never done that before.
That might turn the recording on.
Yeah. Your internal computer doesn't have a clue what the hell it is. Spock doesn't have a clue what it is. Yeah, they're basically just looking at you, looking at it, and going, I don't know.
Like a warning light in the car. Ignore it.
Sorry, say that again. I missed that one.
Oh, she did like a warning light in the car and ignore it.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, that is literally going to just start flashing permanently right now for you. It's just nothing major, just in the bottom corner, just a little red light. But Spock he's pretty much going to tell you that he's looking into it for you. And he's going to not be outside. He's going to come back in and try and figure out what the hell's going on. Might take him a bit. Give me a Arcana, please.
Oh,
to see how long it's going to take him.
11.
An 11. Okay, would be a bit. Francisco, while you're sleeping, you and I are going to a secret room. Come on down.
Ooh.
You're first.
Oh
Yay.
my god.
All right.
Do-do-do.
So while you're sleeping, what are your thoughts when you first go to bed?
I can't see anything. Well, upon reading that note,
Yep.
My thought was to look through the nanny cam.
Okay. Would you like to do that before you go to bed or in the morning? Because they'd be asleep.
We can save that for.
Okay. Well.
But and I'm trying to remember some of the. It was the Lord Deventure got killed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he got murdered. But really didn't get much information. So the poison. I'm curious on why the poison shouldn't have happened.
Okay. So pretty much just thoughts of home and things to do and on the list. Nothing really too major. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you finally fall asleep, it doesn't take too much. You drift off, and instead of a normal night's sleep that you think you're going to get, you drift off quite quickly. And you find yourself really starting to sweat, almost burn. Like to the point where blisters you think would start to show up. You find yourself in a very dark, hot area. Smells of sulfur and brimstone. As you open your eyes and take a look around, looks like everything around you, it's like raining ash. And the ground rumbles in front of you and a volcano explodes. No birds, no life. It's quite in the distance, but everything around you is just rocky terrain and ash everywhere. Off in the distance, you feel something really, really big moving. Like the ground shakes and you can hear it rumble. It's quite a ways away, but it almost knocks you over. And then ever so faintly, you hear a woman's voice in your head. Oh my, you are so far away. Where are you, little one? I must come visit you. My brood must feed soon. Where? Ooh, so that's where you all went. Well, I guess I'll have to destroy that place too. And off in the distance, you see this creature come over a hill. You don't really catch a glimpse of her. You see a very, very large, like, demonic pair of antlers with a whole bunch of blood and oil dripping off of them. And then you wake up. And you can tell part of your room was on fire from the heat. Your clothes are steaming. You're covered in ash. The room is covered in ash. And I need a DC con save, please. No, just a con save.
Con save.
Yep.
That is +2, so that's a 20.
Ooh, you needed 15 or you're going to get a 1 level of exhaustion. So you do get your long rest, but your room is currently partly still burning and you are covered in just ash. Your bed's covered in ash. You feel like you have been just at a volcano. And we're going to go back up.
Yeah, and the voice was not familiar?
Oh, fuck no.
Making sure.
Nope.
Making sure.
Yep.
How are you doing, Pretzels?
Okay.
It's been a while since I've spoken with you.
Hi, Eric. All right. So, we are
That's
back.
not Arky.
I said Eric.
Oh.
All right. So.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. All right. So, yes.
We decided that Francisco was having a particularly spicy dream. And then Uni joined in.
And then Uni joined in. Beautiful.
Yes. Yes, I was. It was a very hot dream.
It truly was
That
a
makes me
hot
think
dream.
you were literally on fire.
Well, all right. So everybody gets their long rest, which is good. Yay.
Yay! Oh, yay.
In the morning, whoever wakes up first is going to find Tooth being drug out of bed quite early. It looks like he's just going to be mumbling and just, you can't really see Prex, but you know she's there and he's just going, fine, yes, sure. Training session, yes, let's go, fine. So Tooth is being dragged out of bed early to go for a run. You guys would have slept through it, but his Deeprothy is going for a run with him. Looks like Prex is doing some sort of training session with him in the morning. Sabryn, during your lovely evening in your bedroom, as you're reading your book, you just randomly start to hear the sounds of someone playing a flute.
Nope. Nope. House is haunted.
Then you start to hear the sounds of like horse hooves going through a street. People just walking.
In the house?
Just in your head.
Oh.
Yeah. It could be the house, could be your head. You don't know. It's just the sounds of a flute in the background, people walking, horses, wagons. You feel a little breeze.
I checked my book to see if I was on a page about this or something, and I'm just like manifesting
Nope.
it, but I'm not.
No.
Probably.
No, just the same feeling you would get as if you're on a walk outside. And as you look over to your bedside, you're going to find this just mysteriously show up, if I can find the picture. Sitting on your little nightstand is a book with a flute. It's in Discord. And it looks to be made out of pure obsidian. And the book is basically titled How to Play a Flute.
Is there an author signature on it at all?
Nope.
It's suspicious, but it's a book, so I'm going to take it anyways.
Yep.
I will add it to my ever-growing list of books I don't have time to read.
If you eventually get it identified, I will tell you what it is.
Oh, I wasn't even going to check.
If you give me an arcana, I'll let you see if you can figure out if it's magical or not.
Okay. That I would do.
Yes.
Can you at least tell me above table how long it's going to take to read it, or should I make the roll first?
The book itself, it's not too... This will be more of a trial and error, because you got to learn from scratch. Sure. Yeah. So it all depends on how well you do with your performance rolls and your... yeah.
Sorry, just taking notes. Obsidian flute. I hate it. I'm using a luck point.
Okay.
Does not trigger a thing.
Nope.
So much better. 20.
You're gonna have to show it to Talos.
That just means I think it's magical.
Yes. In your head, you're gonna have to show it to Talos. Yeah. Okay. That's the only thing that happens to you for your evening. This is probably like 5 o'clock in the morning. This will just randomly, when you look over, it's there. And you will also notice that you are missing some obsidian in your inventory.
Okay. From the chunks that I had grabbed while we were in.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll match in weight what you don't have.
I assume I can make that connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sabryn just assumes that this is a gift from Drax, so everything's going great.
Okay. Yeah.
But I will maybe show it to Talos later.
Okay. Yeah, basically the book is a step-by-step full instruction on first lesson of using a flute. Yep.
And I will be back in 2 seconds. Continue.
Yep. Sure. So yeah, everyone has a lovely full rest. You guys can wake up. And yeah, you guys are going to notice that in the morning, Tooth is not there. Valen looks like she's pretty much had a good rest, and she's pretty much going to be walking through the tower trying to figure out what the hell's going on. She will be talking mostly to the portrait of Kelvin to see exactly how much he knows. Or doesn't know. Flute for Dummies. Thank you, Erica. That was beautiful.
100%.
Yeah. Yes. So, you guys are all waking up. I can't remember exactly where Francisco's bedroom is, but the cleaning crew is not fucking happy with you.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. You're going to basically have, as soon as you open your door, someone's going to be there ready to like change your sheets, do your laundry. And the person who has a mop in their hand is basically going to drop it, grab the bucket of water that you can't see and throw it on you. So you are now covered in soapy water from a ghost. And you're just, it's literally just, they're doing that, they're throwing it down, and if you could hear a ghost yell and scream and bitch at you, that's what you're getting. And the rest of them are coming in to clean your room for you. They are going to be grumbling. Ben, at some point, you're going to hear them just start screaming at each other. This stupid idiot in this red devil is just doing something stupid. Yeah. So you are now wet. And soapy. Yeah.
So it is the dream.
And I don't know if you actually sleep in your clothes or not. I will let you figure that out.
No, Francisco definitely stressed out.
I had a feeling. Yeah. It's a new body. Okay. So yeah, the morning is yours.
Well, Francisco would like to find the little bathing area and wash the crud off of him.
Okay. Yeah, anyone who's in, it all depends on how much you're gonna clean. But you guys are gonna basically, if you're in the tower part and not your rooms, depending on what time you wake up, might or might not see a ash-covered Talos. Francisco. Going to the bath area.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also going to bring that little controller. So while he soaks, he is going to use his nanny cam.
Okay.
So
you put your headset on while you're soaking in a tub. You're basically going to see Annabelle feeding, because it's quite early and she's basically like, they've been probably up for a bit, but yeah, they're just feeding, and Jubilee's with them, just like singing like a quick little song, and they're just having breakfast.
And if I remember right,
it is a very nice room they're in. Like, this is luxury upon luxury room. Yeah, this is, according to your note, you'd be able to figure out that they like it.
Yeah. Well, if I remember right, I can walk around with this thing.
Sure can. Yeah, you're currently on a windowsill, just so you get a little bit of light.
Cool. I'm looking for something to knock over.
There'd be a couple little like plants on the windowsill too, quite easily.
So I'm gonna make it shuffle over and knock a vase over.
Okay. Give me the deck save for the mace, because they do have animals that were underneath that.
I rolled a flat 16.
Okay, the cat got out of the way. But yeah, everyone jumps and looks at the mechanical spider toy on a windowsill.
When that looks, I'm gonna make it like shuffle like side to side, like a little crab.
Okay. Yeah, they're basically gonna give you a little wave, and you're gonna get flashed by Annabelle.
That's what I was going for. All right, and then I'm gonna go back to
enjoying the tub. Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah, they would have both waved. You would have got definitely a wave from Annabelle and a middle finger from Jubilee.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We shall move on to, let's go with Sabryn. What are you doing in the morning?
Oh, in the morning?
Yep.
I go find Talos. I have a new book. I go find Talos.
Talos, you'd be probably just coming up from your early morning, seeing your blinking red light for the first time.
Talos. Good morning. I found a book next to my bed, which was not creepy at all. But also, I think it's magical. Could you look at it for me? Can you do that?
Of course.
I don't know. Yeah. And I found this flute. Oh, did I check if the flute was magical?
That was the thing that was magical, not the book.
Oh, never mind. I took the book. This. This thingy.
Yeah. You can either burn a spell slot or take 10 minutes and do a ritual.
I just stare at him like this for the next 10 minutes.
I'll definitely take the 10 minutes and cast it as a ritual.
Okay. After 10 minutes, if you go into your type in under your inventory recorder, you will find a magical item called a recorder.
Play some hot crossbones.
We'll just ignore the attunement slot.
Yay!
Yeah. You can still attune to it and keep more. It's just
I see. It only plays hot crossbones.
So basically, if you want to incriminate someone or record something, you can play this for I think 10 minutes and then play it back as proof or whatever you want. So it's basically a video, like a audio recorder. So you play for 10 minutes to record whatever you hear outside or around you. And then if you play it back with the performance roll, you can exactly play what you heard. So it's technically a magical recorder.
Okay.
But it also works as a spell focus for eventual.
So, I'm playing it for 10 minutes while someone's talking, and then I can use it to repeat what they said.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm playing it out loud so they can hear it being played.
If you're using that ability, they're not going to hear a flute at all.
Okay, interesting.
So it'll work both ways. So it's a silent one when you're recording, and then you
Okay.
play your performance part.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But it also works.
While we're on the subject of magic, let's see. I found a drawer last night, which might be interesting.
Ooh.
Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
Yes, I swapped out spells during the long rest, so I now have knock.
Okay.
Love it.
Beautiful. Okay, so I assume you're going to use knock on the thing. As soon as that happens, the portrait is going to just start yelling at you. Don't fucking open that. That is not for you to know.
I forgot you were there.
I am always here.
What's in it?
Not that I can fucking make you not read it. It is, after you cast knock, it is still actually locked. So you will need to open that.
Don't worry,
lock.
I can do this. I've done it before. I got it. I'm gonna try and pick it with my knife again.
If you read it, I need you to promise me only one of you reads it. And you never, ever talk about it. Ever. If I could cast Zone of Truth on you right now, I fucking would.
Question. Just out of the blue, doesn't have to do with anything we're talking about. Do you control anything in the house, or are you just there yelling at people?
The power in the black staff goes out.
Did that do something?
Why did the tub get cold? What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't have all his memories, but I am your house.
That answers that question.
You're a very judgy host, but okay.
If you want to go
I'm gonna try
anywhere, you'll see. The power comes back on. The staff starts to arc. Takes a while to power this thing up, like almost like 25, 30 seconds, and then the house is back at full power with the black staff.
Let's just even see if we can open it.
Yep. You can guide yourself through this.
I absolutely will.
I assumed you would.
I'm
This is
just
definitely
seeing...
his personal diary.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm thinking.
That's what just what's the word? Smut. His
I'm just
collection.
doing a sleight of hand.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, please.
Right.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
I really want to impress Talos.
Okay.
Talos. So I'm going to give myself advantage with my tides.
Oh. All right. Well, this will be fun.
Yeah, I just wanna.
Let roll me a d20 and a d100, please.
You want me to do it before
As you're doing it,
make my roll?
it'll be at the same time. So you can roll first to see what you get, but this is basically at the same time using it.
Okay.
Yeah. So while you're unlocking it, we'll have a wild magic surge go.
6.
With
Just a question.
with a lot of people around you. A 6, okay.
No one's around us but Talos.
Okay, I wasn't sure if Ben was there or anyone.
Oh,
I'm not yet.
know where Ben is.
Yeah.
I just know Francisco's in the
And
shower.
he's probably come back in the room and is just kind of watching this unfold.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I
So
noticed
just-
Ben's in the room.
Fingers crossed the desk is still there afterwards.
You also have Velen in there with you.
This is Ben. Who?
Velen?
Oh, her. Creepy lady. Okay.
You're the one that's going to help you kill Francisco's father?
Why is she in the room?
She
She
knows the portrait.
Has ever happened to me by using my mild magic. Okay.
You lost
Yeah.
a lot of gold.
No, I gained a lot of silver.
So a D20, what's your D100?
Oh,
sorry,
I
you-
have to use the thingy because I don't have dice with me today.
And what was your roll again? Sorry, to unlock?
I rolled a 6. Oh, for the unlock, I didn't roll that yet.
Okay,
I just rolled
beautiful.
a D20
Okay.
for the magic.
All right, so we'll do the Give me either of them, the D100 or your sleight of
Yeah,
hand.
I'm just gonna do the D100.
So it's 6.
61.
Ooh, 6 and 61. Huh. Your charisma is increased by 2 for the entire day.
What did I say?
Yep.
What did I say? Charisma spellcaster.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. How long is it?
24 hours. Until tomorrow morning.
Oh my god, I am the best wild magic sorcerer ever.
Well, we're also using one that gives you 300 fucking options.
Woo!
So. Your sleight
I'm
of
gonna
hand.
change it, but if someone could try and remind me to change it back for tomorrow,
Yeah, that's fine.
I would appreciate
24 hour plus 2 charisma.
that. Amazing. I love this for me. And then I get advantage on my lockpick check.
Yep.
And I will guidance. Yeah. Ooh, thank goodness I had advantage. And D4.
I'll send you the link, Uni.
2. 21.
You wanted? I needed 21. I didn't want 20. I wanted 21. Click. There was also eventually, if you looked, there'd be a key you could have found, but yeah.
Nah.
Or asked, or asked the actual portrait of Kelvin.
Or Francisco, who I think
Why
he
would I
picked
ask
more locks than me
Francisco
now.
when I can clearly do it myself?
I know.
Inside, you are going to find it's not a thick book. It is an old book. There's dust on the inside of this thing. Wrapped. So this is it's basically a book wrapped and then a note on top of it saying, "Do not ever let this book leave the fucking tower. Do not tell anyone about it. If I find someone has stolen this, you and your entire family will be killed on sight. This is important information that no one should ever have. Do not, there's a lot of do nots, open this book."
Look at Talos.
I'm already sort of putting my hand over it to stop Sabryn, because that's probably too tempting.
You don't want to read it?
The picture's just going to shake its head and just say, "I can't stop you. But one, not all of you, especially the Red Devil."
He's not even in the room.
He knows.
At this
he's here.
point in time, Francisco shows up just wearing a towel.
Hi, Francisco.
Who's ever the most trustworthy, that's it.
Around your waist or on your hair?
No, that's a great question.
On my horn.
On the
just on my
horns, yeah.
You can tell.
We're all the most trustworthy, but also probably Talos.
Valen is she's shaking her head and going, "Honestly, I want to know. If that fucker says no, I kind of want to know."
If you don't want to read it, I'll read it, but I'm okay if you want to read it. And then if there's something important that you think we should know after, I'm okay with that too.
I understand that you want to read this, but also not everyone should know part, and you'll have to forgive me, but you are rather chatty.
Valen's
just never shut up there, Sabryn.
Valen's giving Talos a clap for that.
Deception right now. I unlocked it. It's up to you. You found it. Oh yeah, Francisco, I unlocked this closet door thingy all by myself with my little knife.
Yeah, Talos, she is chatty.
Thank you.
Hurtful information.
I will pick it up, and I shall find a very secluded corner.
Okay. I would assume by now that Talos has made you your own set of thieves' tools instead of your knife. So you can just add thieves' tools. I would assume at some point he's given you a lockpick set. Because he can make them.
You got that.
It's up to
I
you.
like the flavor of
I don't
fragrance
think
and
he
just
has.
certain-
Okay, all right, that's
I've
fine.
certainly never asked for one.
Okay, I just would have
'Cause I've
assumed you
so
would have
far
by now.
not needed one.
Okay, beautiful. I'm still going to tell everybody. So this book, it is Kelvin's one of his personal journals, and the title is "The Planet's Native Inhabitants, the Sea Elves." It is basically a book about an underwater society.
It's just the Little Mermaid.
About a race of sea elves that, if they had the ability, would have killed everybody who came through the portal on sight and tried. This is his version of an agreement with them that they have their own place, and there's magic been put in place to keep them at bay. With detailed maps. Yeah.
I'm gonna go sulk in my room because everyone's being mean to me, so I'm gonna go back to reading my book.
Okay.
I can read things.
Which book? You have a lot.
No, it's only been like 15 minutes since
I know.
I stopped reading the
Okay.
elf book,
Alright.
so I'm just gonna go read that more.
Okay.
Until someone tells me we're doing something.
All right. Along your way to your room, you will have a knock at the door.
Well, my room's in the basement.
Yeah, along your way, you're still going to hear a knock at the front door. Pretty much.
Oh. Skip. I'll yell behind me. Knock at the door. Skip.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get dressed.
Hello?
In front of you is D'Artagnan and Chorus.
Nope. Francisco, it's for you.
Knock.
Okay. Francisco hurries up and puts on some trousers and a shirt and opens the door. What?
He's just going to hold the picture of his wife and kids. Why did you steal this? I assume it was you.
I did not steal that.
He's going to insight check you. Because he can. He rolled an 11. He's kind of... All right. Well, my brother-in-law here has told me a very fun story. Oddly enough, I've also been talking to the boss, and he's told me another story that you were sent to find him, so thank you for that. Why did you have a picture of his sister, my wife? Why did you steal this? Or whoever did. I'm assuming one of you did.
I guess your wife's pretty hot.
Obviously.
What an out-of-pocket statement.
Come on.
Okay.
You know, like, look, come inside. We'll see if we can't talk about this.
Good. And also, as I've also been aware... What the fuck? He's looking at your horns. What? Like, why?
But alright, so did
Why?
the boss not tell you?
Oh, he told me. It was plain stupidity on your part. Most grown-ups, go through with what they tell people to do. But I guess you're not there yet.
Yeah, I'm sure you follow everything you do. Isn't he?
It's how I get paid.
He's a gnome, right?
She is a gnome.
Look here,
He's your girlfriend's brother.
when you get on my level, then you can talk to me, and that's going to be a vicious mockery.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't have his stat sheet up.
Okay, so let me just see if I have this right above table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Francisco's girlfriend, baby mama, right?
Baby mama.
His baby mama's
it's so
brother,
complicated.
Yep.
right? is
I have 'em.
my sister's husband.
Yes.
Love it. Okay. So I was right. We're basically family. I don't know. I hid.
And I got that one on the vicious mockery.
Okay, good.
Aw.
I can't-
No, I'm sorry. That's not me. That's a wisdom saving throw. My bad.
Okay, I'll just roll. I think I know what he has. He rolled a 14, but I think he's got a +3, so 17.
Okay, and that's it.
It's a no. Yeah, there's no damage for vicious mockery, I believe.
Cool.
Because it's just a cantrip.
Yeah, I mean there is damage for vicious mockery, but he saves.
Yeah,
so
he doesn't take it.
There's no half or anything.
Yeah. He's just gonna brush you aside like it didn't even happen.
And as I let them in say, just go sit in the parlor there, I'm going to yell for Sabryn.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell for Sabryn.
Yeah, I know.
I did remember, but...
I know. Yeah, I probably got like 5 minutes into my book and didn't read any of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty much you're gonna notice that the ghosts are in the middle of just like making tea and bringing tea in. Pretty much just probably the first time Chorus has been in here, but D'Artagnan knows what the hell's going on. He's just gonna thank the empty space, and the tray's gonna come down. Chorus isn't really looking at anybody. It's more D'Artagnan's just saying, "What, Sabryn? What the hell's going on? Why'd you?" I'm assuming if he called you, he knows you took this picture. I just want to know why.
Who's asking me, D'Artagnan or
D'Artagnan. Chorus is being just quiet. He's not in charge.
Well, it was useful, wasn't it?
You've had it for a week-ish.
Oh God! Above table, I have no idea the timeline.
It was.
Had
You've had it for over a week before you knew anything about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was just after Francisco had twins. Yeah.
Right.
So you weren't even part of the group yet. And technically, you're not. Francisco's the only one who's signed contract. No.
Yeah.
This is before. Yeah, this was just a random wild magic surge that caused a fog cloud in the room while you were eating. And you stole their picture.
Pictures.
Pictures, yes. They probably haven't noticed the other one.
Yeah.
And real quick, Francisco's going to sit and say, y'all can talk. I'm going to run into the library thing and look at Talos. Be like, hey, Talos, see if you can't find a book on Drizzt Do'Urden for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
There won't be one. You can give me an at 20. I'll tell you you're not going to find one.
Shit,
Anywhere.
I was hoping.
Talos is still going to spend the next however long looking.
Yep. Stuff it in your insides. Absorb the book. Yeah. There wouldn't be one here that he would have wrote down. Nope.
It was worth a shot.
Yep. It was worth. So Sabryn, you're pretty much just, he wants to know why you took it. They haven't put together. You can give me an insight on both of them if you like.
Sure. I mean, if this is about me assuming they don't know who I am, I'm assuming they don't because their reaction would be different.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you still want me to roll an insight?
If you want to, you'd be able to tell that they're not putting the fact that you're too tall. You don't look the same.
No.
You don't sound the same.
Yeah.
No. They're just more wondering why you stole it and threatened her while you're in the dome.
No, we did not threaten.
No, it was...
Oh, they just took it as a threat.
Yes. Chorus did. Yeah, not too often someone shows up with a picture of your wife and kids in the middle of the Feywild.
What is my... I'm not stupid, but I am unwise.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'm gonna pull out the chorus one. I have this one too. and just hold it up. And I just,
Chorus is just going to look at him. She's a klepto. I understand
I mean,
now.
yep, you never know when things are going to be useful. I take stuff from pretty much everywhere, mostly books, but I didn't see any, so I just took those instead, because information is great, right?
We're missing a bunch of spoons and one plate also, so... Chorus is just going to... Thank you for that. You people are weird. He's just
Thanks for coming.
he's gonna get up and walk out. You're not a klepto. This is D'Artagnan.
Yes.
I've been told things I shouldn't be told. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
That I will insight.
Please do.
Because I know his boss does know.
Yep.
So I'm not that surprised if he was told.
In a general vicinity, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, I always forget I'm not good at insight. 14.
No, you're close. He's just basically gonna say, I mostly decided to come here to tell you everyone's safe. And he's gonna get up and leave.
Bye.
At this moment, Tooth walks in.
I didn't steal the spoons, by the way. I just yell at him as he leaves the door.
At this moment, Tooth walks in. He is... you can tell he's been running. He's got pretty much just shorts on, shirt's gone, hide's gone, no weapons. He's just panting like he's had the longest run in his life. Outside, you're going to hear a Deep Brothy just start drinking from a trough that's outside, and Tooth's just going to walk in and go, oh, she was in a mood. Morning, breakfast, beer. In that order. Maybe the beer first.
Take a bath.
That too. And maybe nap. Hi, sorry. She made me work out this morning. Oh boy.
You know, I think that's great. I don't want it for me, but good for you.
Yep. She wanted to do leg day. Alright. I'm gonna go soak and eat and drink.
Okay, okay, bye. And I'm gonna just go find Francisco real quick. It's okay, everything's fine.
Right
they
there.
just think I'm a klepto.
Yeah, I went there and came back. So
Yeah. I just tell you that. We're good.
Along the way, Tooth's also gonna yell, there's a lot of people outside too.
What?
I don't know what they are doing, but there's a lot of people outside. A lot of vendors.
Not gathered outside our house, like waiting for us, just outside.
A little bit of both. I don't know if you guys have ever met reporters before, but there's quite a few outside.
I just got a recorder.
Reporters.
I know.
Yeah.
oh, that's a cool flute.
Yeah,
Well-
I found it by my bedside table this morning.
I think a lot of people saw the tower change last night.
Ew. Disgusting.
Yep.
I'll handle this.
So, as you go outside,
I'll go with Francisco just because I want to see it.
or anyone who hears that, so you're going to see probably a good 35 to 40 people. Some are pointing in the direction of your house, some off in that area. You're going to see them talking to an odd assortment of people. Some with magical quills. Some people are doing sketches of the entire area. And as you give me some perception and investigation rolls, please, who's ever outside.
Perception is 16 on perception.
Okay.
Is this something I can guidance, or is it on a quick pan?
Quick pan.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You're going to hear a lot of people talking to locals about a little bit of an odd assortment of stuff. Some are going to be complaining that work for some of the local farmers is hard to find now that they're out of work because they don't have any fields to plow that should be doing now because we're going into Harvest Festival. It's harvest time. So a lot of people are being forced to either work elsewhere, moving more north to the other fields. Some are being asked to join the New Hope Chapel militia surrounding the dome for pay. You're also going to be hearing people talking about seeing a bunch of shining lights and something appear in the sky overnight for like 30 seconds to a minute. That's the majority. You're also going to see, you guys would know of, where'd I put it? So you're going to see reporters from the Daily Planet, the Lunaran Sun, and the New Hope Express walking around doing sketches and asking questions of people.
Where's Clark?
In my other campaign.
Oh. He hasn't crashed yet. Right.
Yeah.
Would a 24 have given us anything more?
Ooh. 24, you are going to notice an odd assortment of merchants that have also set up out there. And you could tell that some are using this opportunity for profit, and people are putting like what they think they saw in the middle of the night, like on t-shirts, and they're trying to sell them.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
We're Area 51?
Yes. A lot of people are at the carts buying one very, very big, almost like your Vardo, but smaller because it's run by a halfling. On the big side, so it looks like he's got an odd sort of fucking everything. So you're gonna see he's like a fairly old halfling, like ripped sleeves, tattoos everywhere, and the cart itself says Drake's Road Aid Express. You need it, I got it. That's pretty much parked in front of D'Artagnan's house, which is right near you. And he's just, there's not a lot of people near him. He's just pretty much sat up and sitting smoking a pipe, waiting for anyone to bother to look. Looks like he's got an odd assortment of everything. Jewels, jewelry, pots and pans, literally a small little market. Yep.
I'm guessing that our resident pirate's going to be making an announcement to these reporters.
It doesn't look like they're coming around to you guys yet.
Nope.
I am going to go and just ask, like, the closest person in front of the house, what the fuck's going on?
Okay. The first person to meet you is probably a like 20-something human. Definitely, you'd be able to tell he's a reporter of some sort. He's got like an odd assortment of like almost like a traveling quill set, like a board where you can write on. Oh, hi, Daily Planet. Do you know what the hell's went on last night? I have reports of like 20 or 30 people of things that just were going on in the general area. We're just trying to figure out if it was connected with the dome or not.
That's not. I think I
what's
saw
your name?
A weather balloon.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Also, wow. What are you? You have to be from the dome. We've never seen something like you before.
I'm not from the dome.
He's immediately like almost like magically sketching your entire face on a piece of paper right now because you have horns and a tail. And you're red.
Yeah, I did not think that part.
Nope, you did not. These people are seeing a tiefling for the first time.
Francisco wouldn't have thought that part through either.
Nope.
He's still getting used to it.
Yep.
Look,
you have to be from there. We've never seen anything like you before.
I'm not from the dome. I am from insert town name here because I can't remember the name right now.
Okay, he's reading through the bullshit.
But no, I'm not from the dome.
No, you're from Braxis, I think?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think it was Braxis.
I'm pulling that.
I'm pretty sure it was Braxis.
In any sense, I'm from Braxis. Francis.
Yeah, up there. Okay. Francis, he's like calligraphying your name to your face.
Uh,
Wow.
As far
So
as-
you didn't see anything?
no, it was actually a pretty normal night. I think there might have been just, I don't know, maybe some young mages playing around or something.
That's the majority. People were saying fireworks or something, or just some sort of illusion magic. That's the majority of what everybody's saying. It's just weird being this close to the dome. That's all. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Because, there's lots of things happening, and no one's telling anyone anything because they don't know anything. So we're just kind of, trying to gauge, and this is how I can make my living. Hi.
We were kind of playing around last night. I'll do a minor illusion.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Throw some dancing lights and have them change color.
Yes. And so maybe that.
Okay.
But,
All right. This is fun news for us. Sorry. Appreciate your time. You have a great day. Check out the merchants if you need some street food. There's a great one down the corner.
Why is all this stuff set up?
Something to do.
Okay.
The best news right now is this, and he's just going to point to the massive dome covering 250 square miles of forest.
Yeah, it's there.
You have to be from there. Anyway.
From there.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to say that with a bit of venom too. So
Okay.
I am not from there.
Well, all right. You might want to go back inside before those people, and those people over there notice you and want to come say hi. Have a great day.
Can I try to do something when he turns his back
Sure.
before he walks away?
Absolutely.
And I know this isn't quite how this works, but
Yeah.
can I just try and do like a subtle, or at least with his back turned, prestidigitation? And can I use the clean or soil an object portion to clean away the drawing of Francisco he did?
It's magical, so I don't think that would work. Like, how an artificer can copy an image from one thing to another?
No, because I hate them, and you know that.
I know that, but this might be what he is. It's not really going to do anything other than, it's not going to get rid of a magical image. You'd have to dispel magic.
I don't have any fire cantrips today. Sorry, Francisco, tried to help you.
It's fun. That's why Francisco's
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah. I'll give you inspiration for that, though.
I already have it.
Okay, that's fine.
Well,
you could use that instead of your knowledge from past life, but that gave you 2 charisma.
That is a different ability.
Oh yeah, well that's true.
I used my Tides of Chaos.
Oh, the Tides.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but you could use that instead, but either worked.
Nah, why? It's never not done good things. I get a +2 charisma. Why would I not use it?
This is true. Okay. Yeah, but other than that, nothing else seems to be going on, other than the fact that the halfling guy is pretty much also staring at you at the merchant cart, and he's just pointing, going, "You guys need anything while I'm here? I have a lot."
Does he have books?
we'll see what he's got.
I'll give you.
Are you sure you want to go further out?
I'll give you a picture. He's pretty close to you.
Not being stuck.
He's like
in the house.
All right, just checking.
This is a picture of him. Eventually, when you get closer, you're gonna notice that he's like sleeveless and he's got a lot of tattoos. And one of them.
Any tattoos? Yeah, okay.
One of them kind of matches what Sabryn has.
What? Like it's moving and everything?
It's kind of. You're gonna have to give me a perception check.
How dare! Guidance. Okay, that's not bad. Perception is not my
This
best.
would be a perfect time to give our bard the Book of Disguises.
True.
Literally walking past so many genetic people for default disguise.
So you're going to tell me what this does? I'm assuming.
18 for
Okay.
perception.
Yeah. He pretty much has the same chalices as on the lower arm, but he doesn't have the planet on his. His seems to be like smoking, like it's bubbling.
But it is faintly moving?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
he's
put this
oddly,
in my-
every now and then, he keeps scratching it.
Yeah, I run over. I forget that I was trying to help Francisco, and I go.
And give me a straight investigation, too. To see if you put something else together.
Ew. Ooh, yeah, I do.
What's the first letters of the name of his caravan spell?
I got a 23. I wasn't listening when you told us the name.
Drake's Road Aid Express.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Yep.
Interesting.
While this is all happening outside, what's Ben doing?
I don't know. Probably just looking at the bestiary, you know.
Okay.
Just reading up on animals.
Okay. That one will take, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's not that thick because it's just basically a picture and a description. So that's like a 12-hour book to get through pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's basically gives you just a quick reference guide if you need it for turning into anything when you eventually do.
Yeah. Ben's just kind of staying out of the way.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so basically if you guys get closer to the cart, he's just going to say, yep, take a look around. I only have like a couple, all depends on what you're looking for. The name's Drake. I travel everywhere. Hi. I don't know if you're covered and your tattoo's covered. I think it usually is.
It was on your upper arm, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, it probably is.
Okay.
With my cloak. You know what? I probably don't have my cloak on, given that we were
early
resting.
Okay.
But I never remember what.
He doesn't see it anyway.
Let's see.
But yeah, he's basically just gonna start saying anything specifically you guys need. Like I said, the name's Drake. I've been doing this for years. I'm good at making pretty much anything I can think of. I've come across a couple magical items, but other than that, I don't really have anything like weapon-wise. This is just more trinkets and stuff.
Did you make that tattoo? That looks neat. It looks like it's moving.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, most, like I had the chalice for years. You can tell it's an older one. The smoke started, I don't know, 5 or 6 days ago. I woke up with it.
It just showed up?
Yep.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Insight check.
By all means.
Guidance. Trash. Oh, I always forget I'm not good at insight. Why do I keep trying to insight check people?
I don't know.
Every time. It's a 13.
13's enough. He's pretty much telling the truth. You'd be able to gauge. It's just he's still scratching it every now and then. It's more of a I was visiting the temple up north a little, doing some business up there. In the morning, a lot of people that I know that have something similar, it showed up for all them in the morning.
A lot of people have it.
At least 12 followers that a couple friends and I got the tattoo at the same time years ago. It's just, and now this. Not everything looks exactly the same as mine. They seem to be a little different.
Oh.
Oh, doesn't do anything. It's just odd.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out the stall and see if he has anything interesting.
Okay. He's gonna basically like show you a whole bunch of like jewelry, earrings. A lot of things are made out of obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
Like tiny little things. They'll have like their own little area. Just like other jewelry. Like most of this stuff is really, really nice and very intricate. Pots and pans, odd assortment of like mortar, pestle, wood, like marble, like a whole bunch of things. If you're looking for anything, he's got 2 things in a locked little cabinet. One looks to be a boomerang, and one is just a vial of liquid that's got like all the colors of the rainbow sloshing around.
Before I see that, and I see all the rest of the stuff,
Yep.
do you have any, this is a weird question. Do you have any spoons?
Lots of spoons.
Okay, I definitely want some spoons.
Spoons. He's just gonna like climb inside. You're gonna hear him move a whole bunch of stuff. Come out with like a box full of just an assortment of spoons.
Amazing. Okay.
Yep.
Also, what's this? What are these?
There are the spoons are like 5 for a copper.
No, like the
Oh, the potion. I have no idea. I bought that years ago. I never wanted to open it. It's just odd. This thing though, I don't know what the actual name is, but I call it the Rangerang because it's got a great range on it. So he's just gonna look and say, just pick something. Fire off in the distance.
Ooh. Can I pick the reporter from earlier?
If you really want to, yes. He's gonna hand it to you and say, just whatever you're looking at, throw it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, literally, this thing is going to just go. If there's anything in its way, you're going to see this thing move out of the way and then go back to its target. You don't need to roll for this. This thing, roll me a d4, please. +1.
I'm mean to this man for no reason. He literally did nothing.
Yeah. By now, he's a
4.
Okay.
3 plus 1.
You knock him out. Like, you literally see this thing go and hit him right in the back of the head, and he just falls right over, and he ain't moving.
The people for absolutely no
The halfling's just going to look at you and go, I didn't mean a person. And then
I'm sorry. I'm new here. I don't know things.
Immediately, it just shows back up in your hand.
Oh.
As soon as it hits something. Yeah. I meant, like... Anyway, if you have 5 minutes, he's going to take it off you and go, you see the hilltop off in the distance? And he's just going to just not even look and throw it. Oh. And 5 minutes later, it's going to hit it. And come back in his hand. The Rangerang. It doesn't really do a lot of stuff. It's just more a neat trick. I've been wanting maybe 400 gold for it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And the potion, if you're interested, I don't know what it does. It's 75 gold.
Can I just make an Arcana check without touching it to see if I think it's magical at least, or is it just colorful?
All means.
Okay, got it. If it seems magical, I'm gonna...
Yeah, like this thing's sloshing around, and it's like multicolored, like rainbow colored.
Ew, trash.
I should be able to identify it.
Well, you have to be touching it to do that.
If needs be.
If it's, yeah. Okay, so, I rolled a 4, which makes it an 18.
Okay. It's magical of some sort, yes.
Okay.
You wouldn't really be able to tell what type of magic without detect magic or investigate.
Yeah, but it's definitely magical of some sort.
Highly.
So how much was it for the vial? You said
75 for the vial, 400 for the Rangerang, that he calls it. But he's a halfling, so they will haggle.
Yeah. I'm aware. I'm also
He will also say, I do take stuff in trade. I like raw gems, raw obsidian, lots of material, anything I can play with.
I have quite a few raw gems.
Ooh, I like gems. How much you got?
Yeah.
What do you have?
10 pounds of amethyst.
10 pounds of raw amethyst? Mm-hmm. Wow. I don't know where you guys have been, and I didn't really want to say anything later, but I love the color scheme. Is that a outfit magic? It's yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. But you're cool.
Thank you.
I'm assuming Warforged, but
give him a sort of ring.
Okay. The pretty much the 10 pounds of amethyst, I think it works out to like 200 gold worth. Just the amethyst. You guys got a whole bunch of crystals and stuff from the Underdark, so I can't remember exactly what you got.
I kept track. It's 10 pounds of amethyst, 7 pounds of jade, 3 pounds of jasper. I don't think there's an amount given, but there was some purple agate.
Okay.
Agate.
The jade itself would cover the cost of both of them. Jade's hard to find.
It's up to you, Tal. I have some money. I'm just not sure. I, as Crystal, do not understand the conversion rate.
Yeah.
I have 800 silver, but I don't know how much
That'd
that is in
be
gold.
80 gold, I believe.
That's 80 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 100 silver, or is it 100 silver per gold, or is it like
No, it's
10 silver
silver
per gold? So you have 800, so yeah, it'd be like 80 gold.
80.
Yeah, 80
So
gold.
it's like 80 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was
I'll tell Talos. I have like 80 if you want it. I do think we should get them, though.
If you show him the
think I have
jade,
a
he would
few
just take all
ideas.
the jade. And any obsidian you have too.
I'm not giving him my
I'm not
obsidian.
doing-
No, I didn't think so.
I'm not doing anything with it, so he might as well turn it into something.
Excellent.
But I think I'd only give him seven worth of the jade to the full. No, 6 worth. I want to keep a pound
Keep a pound of jade.
because keep stuff. It's nice.
Okay. Yeah, the 6 pounds will be enough because that's still. He's gonna go with like $100 a pound, 100 gold a pound. So he'd even, if you want, give you 125 gold change with the jade.
Very kind.
Beautiful.
Oh, and I'll give him a gold for just like all of the spoons he has.
Oh, okay. You're getting a box of spoons.
Yeah.
We'll say like
I'm gonna take the box of spoons.
300.
Yeah.
Is this your Kenku all over again?
No, this
Spoons!
is my brother just said that they're missing a bunch of spoons. I'm gonna
Understood.
give him spoons.
Okay, beautiful.
Yep.
All right.
Just because he thinks I'm stealing from him doesn't mean I don't still love him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, in your inventory, you can add a magical item called the Ranger Rang.
Do you want that, Talos, or were you just paying? Because I'm not going to take
Oh,
it if
I
you want
was
it.
just paying. I'm
Okay.
very curious with this item.
He's gonna say.
And then I'll hand him the vial. 'Cause
Okay,
That's
yeah.
definitely yours.
Just add something called Mystical Potion until you identify it. I haven't not created this one. I'll just tell you exactly what you would get out of it once you identify it. The guy's just going to say, appreciate it. I have a lot of work to do. I like raw jade. And he's going to say, oh, that lovely Rangerang. One day I seen this bird was going really fast, so I threw it at it. I didn't get it back for 6 fucking months.
Yeah, I've just seen the part where it can hit your target even if that takes a year, at which
Yep.
it will return to your hand, and now I really want to throw it at his dad.
You have to be able to see it, though. But
I was
yes,
thinking the matron mother.
you'd have to be
It
able to.
doesn't say that, but that's
Yeah,
fine too.
you still need to see it. You don't have to. If you seen like a seagull 2 miles off and just threw it
see.
at it,
Okay.
it would do its best to hit that target and do 1d4
Okay.
plus 1 damage.
Like throw it at the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Sorry, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's just I can't remember what show I seen or where it came from, but it might have been the Dungeon Run. But eventually someone had something like that, and like at the end of a boss fight when everybody else was almost dead, this thing came and killed the boss for them because it had been thrown like a year prior and finally hit the boss. Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need to roll to hit,
No,
Right.
just throw it at whatever target you're looking at.
and it does a D4.
A D4 plus 1.
Okay, because the way that
Well-
it is, when you put it in, it has a to hit and
Oh.
damage bonus, but I will override it.
Yeah, we're just going to ignore that because it has
What
to have
happens
that.
if it can't hit? Like
It's gonna do anything. Like if you throw something and like the mountain gets in the way or something, it's gonna just spin there until something knocks it off or wind picks it and changes direction. But if there's like a person or anything in the way, it will automatically get out of the way. It will do whatever it can to hit your target. Try not to abuse it. Yeah.
You gave this to the wrong
I know.
bitch.
I decided to give it to some... there's so many fun things you guys can do with that. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. I just have a box of spoons. This is so good. This is great. All right. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Enjoy. Bye.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
As you guys leave, what's your passive perception?
Trash. 14.
Okay.
Mildly better, like 15.
Okay. As you guys start going back and look around, as soon as you look around, there's no cart, no person, nothing. And we'll go for break there.
Suspicious.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ta-da!
By the way, that whole time I was taking pictures of people's faces
For sure.
with the book.
I give it a 50-50 chance that we just met tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, Eric, you can talk now because we're on break for like 5 to 10.
It's fine.
It's just like completely gone. You can't even tell. There's no tracks left. Nothing.
I assumed Talos would want to identify the liquid, but if it doesn't look like he's going to do that right now inside, ooh, that is fun.
I could wait.
Yeah. You would also notice that within the next minute or so, you might be accosted by some reporters.
I'm gonna try and go off on a little side mission. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna try and use the crowd to my advantage.
Okay.
And head to my sister's place and
That's
try and
you're like
yeah, it's
literally
right
right
across
there.
the street, but
Yeah.
using the crowd, I want to try and like write a little note and just sneakily try and leave it on the porch.
Okay. Give me a perception check of what you see in front of you.
Got it. Okay, nice. Sorry, I was on the page.
Okay. Yeah.
17.
Oh, just a random cat sitting on the porch.
Okay. Is this a random cat, like the random owl that was Kaiga?
How would you be able to tell?
No, it's a thought that Sabryn has. Can I try and insight check the cat to see if it looks like it's paying attention specifically?
Sure.
Or if it's just looking.
As you get closer,
intent.
you can tell that it is sleeping. It's curled up in a ball sleeping. It's not moving.
Okay. But it's not the cat from the house, right?
No.
Okay.
That was a black cat. This one's more of a like a black and white stripe. More white than black.
Cat. I love cat, but I am not stupid enough to try and pet a sleeping cat. So I will resist the urge just barely. And I will try and leave the crate.
Give me a stealth
2.
check.
I'll take like 2.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because I'm using the crowd?
Yeah, there's not much at the house.
I
would love a nat 1.
Okay.
Even though you
Guidance!
can't, you can't really roll a nat 1.
I would also love a nat 1 because then I could re-roll it.
I know.
Oh no, it's actually really good. 23.
Yeah. Blink. No sound. Spoons don't move.
Yeah,
Cat doesn't move.
I just
What's
left
the...
a little note.
Yep.
To replace the lost spoons
Okay.
that I definitely stole. Sabryn.
The babies probably have one in their room somewhere that they've taken.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Or it's this cat. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep. No problem.
Sorry about the pictures. And then I'm gonna pop back. I do take like 2 or 3 though for me.
Okay. You can add 2 random spoons.
Yeah, I will add 2 obsidian spoons. 2 obsidian.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been many made out of obsidian because that shit's easy to break and would cut.
Sure.
But yeah, they
The
are
rest, whatever they are made of, I will leave for them.
yeah, mostly silver and wood.
Cool.
Some clay. Perfect. Yeah, easily.
And then I will skip back and see what the others are doing.
Okay. Ben, eventually you're going to have the wife eventually come up to you and have a conversation. Just to get to know everybody, what you guys are doing. She can't go outside, so she's wondering what's going on outside. She just basically wants to gab. So whatever you want to tell her, I'll leave that up to you. But she just wants to talk to another person other than her family and workers. Yeah.
Yeah, but and men will talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's basically just wanting to know the size, like what's going on, what's it look like, because she hasn't been alive for, like, I think I have like 700 years-ish, if not more. That she's just been trapped in this house.
Sure is limited knowledge of everything going on.
Okay. It's not limited, but yep. Okay.
I mean, compared to a lot of people, most of his time was in like one school.
This is true. Okay, perfect. That will work. What's Talos going to be doing? Are you going to do are you going to identify anything?
I think I'll put off identifying things for a bit.
Okay.
And go check on that reporter that Sabryn hit.
I don't get nothing.
Make sure he is just unconscious. And
He was only out for like maybe 30 seconds. A couple people you would have noticed had picked him up, dusted him off. Didn't really get healed. He's just more holding the back of his head. But with your 15 before, you would notice that he is up and moving.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, in which case, yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it was just more. That's enough damage at the back of your head when you're not paying attention and you don't have a lot of health. To start with as a NPC. Yeah, that just pretty much just knocked him out flat for a few minutes. Yeah.
In which case, I'd go back inside and start identifying stuff.
Okay. What you're gonna find, it's hard to tell exactly what it does. You're gonna get a general. This is like a homebrew you've never seen before, never read about before. It is called. You'd be able to ascertain that this potion, when drank, will give whoever drinks it a brand new identity. So if you don't like being what you are, drinking this potion might change something.
Identity like physically?
You don't know. Hard to tell.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. It'll change something.
Whoever's left their comments on this very vague.
Then when drank, I will have you roll to see what happens.
I'll put it away for a rainy day.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much all you're going to get from it. That's why he just told you does something. It's basically a witness protection potion, if you want to call it anything.
Witness protection potion.
Yeah. Do you have 1,000 people trying to kill you? Just drink this.
But I can't think of anything else Talos would do, so it's
Okay.
going to be me for a while.
All right. You're going to notice eventually after you guys you haven't really stocked the house with a lot of food, so there's not a lot of breakfast stuff other than what you have in your cart. The house really doesn't have anything it can make until you give it to them. So Ben, eventually you'll be asked if you want anything to eat, and they'll find out you don't need food. Only Francisco and Tooth actually need to be fed. Same with Valen. But eventually Valen will just go outside and grab just random foodstuffs from your gift box that you were given from Abigail. Yeah. Inside that is like an assortment of stuff, like fresh honeycomb from the bees, like a bunch of random sandwiches, just pretty much just all the assortment. And it looks like when you open it, there's a lot more room inside of it than there should be. Like you have like more than a week's worth of food in there. It's nice and fresh, a little chilled. Pretty much like a preservation picnic basket. Yep. So you do have food. What else would you guys like to do before you decide to where to go? You're going to find Tooth outside with his battle axe, doing a bunch of random forms. He's going to be doing push-ups, sit-ups. He's going to be just yelling, going, "Yes, I know." He's just talking to Prex by himself. Yep.
I suppose I will go back to my basement if they're eating, and I'll crack open my recorder.
Okay. I will remind you that you do need to feed your bats daily, or let them out.
My bats! I gotta let my bats out and feed them. I do that first.
It's daylight, they're not going to go outside.
Well, you said that there was a good place for them in the
They can hang,
right?
yes, but you're still going to need... What are you going to feed them?
We picked up food for the bats, didn't we?
Yeah, I can't remember how many days worth you got. That was my only... couldn't remember.
Let me see. I don't know if I wrote it down.
And I don't remember if you have any... I think you guys gave them the remainder of your good berries that you had from Alec?
Yeah, I
okay.
did.
But you'd have still, like... they don't really need a lot until they grow up. But you're getting to the point where they're not going to fit in their cages anymore.
So because of the good berries, I still had 2 weeks worth of food for the bats.
Okay, you're set then. Perfect.
So I will feed them from that.
Okay. Yeah,
I will change it so that it reflects.
Yeah, they're growing at a rapid rate that they can't be in their cages anymore.
Okay.
So whether or not you want to leave them with the house and leave it open, you could tell the ghosts what they need to do, or the house.
I'll find Talos. Okay. As I'm thinking about this. Talos, I don't know if you can make something, or maybe I need someone who can make magic items. Do we know anyone that can do that?
Well, I as a player can't remember if we've met anyone like that.
The only one you know who has been able to make you anything is in Port Mead at the magic shop. They're the only one you've come across who has the ability to create any magical items right now.
Well then, your cart... Oh, sorry, can you go?
No, I would have just relayed that.
Well then, your cart is magical, right?
Oh... Sid and his cart is a long story. It's technically magical, but it's like our buddy Talos here. It's a construct.
Okay.
Yes. What you need?
But you're traveling with us, right?
Well, you pretty much hired me to help you find and kill Francisco's father. That's what I'm here for. I would like to get on that.
Yes.
I don't care about the rest of this.
Soon, I care about this.
I know.
Okay. Can I leave my bats in your car?
I don't know what a car is.
Is there room for that?
She just points up top. They could hang up there. You want to take them?
Inside up top?
Yeah. I assume you guys are in the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she bring the cart into the tower?
The cart is currently still small in her pocket.
Oh.
You've never asked her about it.
Ooh, that feels bad. I don't like that. Never mind.
She has
I forgot she could do that.
She has her tiny cart, and inside the tiny cart is your tiny archface spider.
Yeah. Have we seen,
And 4 zombies.
Have I seen at this point Ben talk to the ghost in the house?
I would assume you've heard Ben start talking randomly. But
Yeah.
I would assume so. Even with your passive, you'd hear just Ben eating and just talking to someone.
Ben, do you think this might be a rude question.
The ghost is
do
waving to
you think
Sabryn,
that you
even
could
though
talk to the people that live here besides us, if they could maybe watch the bats for us while we're gone and like feed them and stuff? Can they do that? Can you do that?
Can you do that?
easily. All I need is to be told where their food is. I can easily feed them or just let them out. As long as they know this is home. It's the important part.
They can watch them. Yeah, just leave them with enough food, and
Okay.
they should be safe here.
I'll be back. Okay.
You would
I'm
know.
gonna leave.
You would know communicating through your bracelet. They would know to come back here anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave, and I'm going to go find some place that I can buy food.
Okay.
And I don't know how much it is, but we decided 80 gold.
Yep.
And I will spend all of it if I need to get them like months worth of food
Okay.
in case we're gone for a really long time.
Okay,
So we've only been here literally one time.
Food isn't scarce yet. It's more like all the bread shit. You would hear random grumblings from people that apparently Alec and them kept about a third of it for themselves that they harvested.
Well, I probably wouldn't get bread, right? Because that could go bad.
True, but yeah,
I'd be going for more like sustainable stuff.
dried fruit and stuff. Yeah, mark off like 10 gold for that. For quite a while, dried food is pretty easy, especially in a place like this. That would be in abundance. But yeah, easy to find. Just probably going to take about... It all depends if you're going to walk or take your deep brothy. You could ride him.
No, I'll go wander.
Okay.
Except I'm not sure that I could carry it back, so I will ask Tooth to come with me.
Okay, yeah.
Deep brothy.
We'll go like 40 minutes. There and back.
And I will get...
You'd be able to hit up the stalls along the way and grab a
Is
bunch
it possible
of
to
stuff.
get double this for the rest of the bats, or is this included for all the bats?
That'll be, for all 8.
Okay,
10
just making
golds. Yeah, food
Okay.
stuffs are pretty cheap.
So 10 gold is 100 silver?
Because, like, they are stored enough to have,
Right.
like, 100,000 visitors here full-time that are no longer here. So there's an abundance of food right
Alright,
now.
marked off. All good.
Perfect.
Tooth and I go on a little
Yep.
food adventure.
He's going to be complaining that Prex is making him do stuff he's never had to do before.
Oh.
So he's basically, she's there with you, but you can't see her. They're basically talking, going, yes, I know. We'll try that. We'll do this. I'll get up every morning. I know I've been neglecting a lot of things, but we have lots of things to do, and I haven't had the time. He's a little frustrated and a little angry, but he's working. But yeah, easily. What would Francisco be doing, or what are your plans for the rest of the day, or do you want to pack and leave?
You good, bro?
You're muted, by the way, too.
Francisco. Probably after taking the pictures and whatnot, and letting everyone else do their own things, Francisco's probably going to read through some more of his devious book.
Okay.
And maybe, I think probably just read through and try to comprehend more.
Okay, easily. Give me a straight investigation roll.
Straight investigation.
Yes, please.
Investigation is not my strong suit.
I know. 12. I just wanted 10 or over. You're getting more the hang of how things are. And eventually, Valena's going to find you. She brought in the foodstuffs in storage that were Abigail gave you, and there's a little care package in there that has Francisco's name written on it with a bunch of ingredients, recipes to start creating some stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Inside,
I'm
we'll definitely gonna need those recipes.
Yeah, there'll be like a small herbalism kit and a potion making kit, if you don't already have it.
Yeah, I think we bought that.
I think you did, but I can't remember, so I figured I'd throw it in there too. So eventually it's going to look like you're going to have enough raw stuff to try and make yourself 6 to 8 vials of poison. That'll have like 4 doses each. But it's going to take a while. Unless you ask for help. Because you do have someone you know who can brew anything, and she just handed it to you.
Oh! I did not think of that. Maybe Francisco.
Maybe.
Would Francisco even know that?
Don't know. You've seen a cauldron and seen her doing a bunch of weird shit.
Okay. Well, you know.
She is a necromancer, so...
Yeah, okay, so I think Francisco would have noticed and would ask what she knows about making poison.
She's going to look at you, and I need a persuasion roll, please.
Okay, that I can do.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 21.
What do you want to know?
Everything, nothing. I'm just trying to. I need something
I
that will
understand what
coat.
you're trying to do.
Yeah. So, something that's good for contact, good for weapons.
This is more of a, we're going to need a day to start. So I know you don't poison yourself in the process. So whenever you have a day, we'll work on it.
Okay.
I don't know if today's that day. You got a lot of shit to do.
That's every day.
I know. During our travels, we'll work on certain things, but we're going to have to stop from time to time to go looking for ingredients or buying them.
That works.
This is a start. I haven't done that in years. Because I don't need to anymore.
La-dee-da.
Yeah, so eventually when you have time, she will definitely help you learn the subtle art of brewing poisons and antidotes.
Yeah, I guess antidotes be useful.
That might be the first thing you learn.
Francisco is not thinking of
because if
antidotes.
you prick yourself while you're in the middle of doing something, you might not wake up.
Yeah.
Yep. You're going to need antidotes on you at all time when you do this.
Fair.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. And eventually you would know you weren't here at the time, but I don't know if Talos or Sabryn would tell you what they found, because I don't think you were there at the time.
Yeah, kid thing, sorry.
Yeah. So I figured.
Found for the boomerang?
They found a boomerang that you can throw, and whatever you want it to hit is going to hit. No matter the distance, the range, or the time.
I threw the boomerang at that reporter that we were talking to and knocked him unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah, that was before break.
Okay.
Yeah.
The potion...
Did you identify?
They did identify the potion.
Witness protection.
It's basically a witness protection potion. When you drink it, it'll give you a brand new identity. That's the only thing they can figure out from it.
Interesting.
Yep. So it's basically like if you were in the middle of being chased by 1,000 people, you drink the potion. Something might happen that they might not know who you are anymore.
I feel like that would change my body again.
Highly possible. I have a table.
I don't want to change my body again. Okay.
It could change something, you never know. Could just be the face, could be the voice. Until you drink it, you're never going to figure it out.
Francisco has the voice of a demonic angel. You can't change that.
It is a little demonic right now.
Oh, Okay, so are we all gathered back up?
I
Here?
would assume you're all in the tower by now, yes.
Okay, I am going.
It's
to
going to
ask-
be 10 o'clock by now.
I am going to ask
In the morning?
Ben.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't have woken up until 8 o'clock because you needed a full rest. For some people, so.
I'm going to ask Ben and Sabryn more about their visions. Because I think
I'm not home yet. I went out on an errand with Chief.
Well, I assumed by now that you'd be back because by 10 o'clock, like you guys woke
I
up
don't
at
think he knew I left the house, though.
True, but
Yeah,
I figure we'll
that's what
wait
I'm saying,
until
like,
you're
whenever
home.
we're
May
back.
have asked
Yeah.
Ben
Yeah.
while I was gone already.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
No, if you're not there, I'll ask Ben. And it's going to be more about your visions because I think I had a vision.
Hmm.
I don't know how to know if I had a vision, but I also might have caught my room on fire during it.
He did. You're hearing a whole bunch of ghosts saying, yes, he
what
did.
Did you see?
I'm not sure because I don't think Francisco would know what a demon is.
Nope.
So I don't know. It had like stag horns and they were dripping blood, and it wanted to come like eat us and destroy us.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure that means something, but I'm not sure what that could mean.
I need you to look into your Jungian psychology.
Give me a history roll, Ben. With advantage. Because there's we'll
What
go
did
with
you say you
advantage.
saw?
It's like had like deer antlers, dripping blood, big and red, like huge, like enough to shake the world, and had a woman's voice. Was it a sexy voice?
Somewhat, yes. Then it got deep and angry.
Had like
So yes.
yes, so it had a sexy voice.
The 13, you don't know exactly what he's talking about, but you know what a demon is. It's something that this planet has never seen or heard about ever.
Yeah, that seems like a demon. I don't know anything about them. Neither does anyone. They're-
Should we try to call one of those douchebags?
I'm not sure.
Talos has to send these stuff, doesn't he?
Yep.
Talos!
Well,
Talos!
If you wanted to try and insight check what you saw and heard, you could do that too.
I'll totally try that.
I forgot to do that before.
Um,
Or a quick investigation. You would have.
I'll do
Had
insight
time.
because I actually have a positive modifier on that, which is so 17.
17's good enough to realize that how she was talking to you, it didn't seem imminent.
Okay.
Yeah. The voice was more surprised.
Okay. So yeah, apparently, I guess it was a surprise to see me or whatever.
Or something.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to tell. That's what I'm going to tell Ben too. It's like I guess it was a surprise to see me or know that I was there or something. And oh yeah, and also I was in hell, but I was in this place full of like volcanoes and magma and sulfur and ashes. But yeah. So, demon. Is
Demon.
there,
Yeah,
you think the library might have anything on demons?
you can look, but there's not much information anywhere, to my knowledge.
Definitely gonna look at the library for demons.
Okay. You can give me a nat 20, you're not going to find anything.
Okay.
You wouldn't find anything on the planet about them.
Okay. No, still worth a shot. Talos! Talos!
Well,
Yep.
didn't Kelvin come through the portal?
Kelvin?
they did.
Yep.
Yeah. So his library doesn't have anything?
Yeah, you could search here, there wouldn't be anything. And you could, if you want to RP with the portrait, he wouldn't have a clue, he wouldn't have had them memories. The Valen will pick up and say if we can find his body, we can talk to him. Actually, Valen would know if you talk to her about it. I just remembered.
I mean, Valen's probably around, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would specifically
Okay.
wait out my way to talk to her, though.
Because you do know she's old and came through the portal too.
Valen, tell me about demons.
No. That's a subject you don't want to know about. Get it out of your head.
It's already in my head.
Well, ignore it.
It caught my room on fire.
Bound to happen with that. Yeah. Ignore it.
It wants to eat you.
Wants to eat everything. They all do. We've worked hard to make sure they don't come. That's another reason I need those people back. Work on that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you more.
So, cool. What you're saying is there's a chance that whatever that was is going to come through the portal.
No.
Sounds like it.
No. Whatever you saw, just ignore it. Your race, let's just say, they have ways of tracking their kind, but we're quite a ways away.
So I'm a demon.
Part. Could be devil. Hard to tell. Your race is not from this plane of this plane of existence. It's not something I want you to worry about, and you shouldn't. You just got the shit end of the stick.
Why do I always get the shit end of the stick? What the fuck?
Probably your upbringing.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
Okay. Probably years spent on a pirate ship.
Okay.
How about that?
That's fair.
Your outlook on life is a little different than the rest of ours.
That's fair. I'll accept that part.
But yeah. If you have any more, let me know. I don't recognize that. But we have other problems. If that problem comes here, it'll be interesting.
Is that thing my new mommy?
No.
I know.
I hope not.
It just popped in my head, though.
Yeah.
Is that thing my new mommy?
Your mother's still your mother.
My new matron mother.
Your mother is still your mother.
But yeah. Cool.
Yeah. You could give a nat 20 persuasion. She's not telling you anything.
No problem. Yeah.
Problem for another day.
I set off to prep for the journey.
Okay.
I've returned from the pet store. Oh wait, shit! I go back
Don't
and I
get
open
more
the door for
animals.
who has all our bags.
The food store.
No,
It
that's
probably,
what I said.
probably
Yeah.
won't be a problem for at least another 900 years.
901 year. 904. Yep. Well, a little sooner than that, but yeah. Yeah, Tooth, you're going to tell the entire way back is just doing curls with all your stuff. Trying to bulk up.
Well, one of us should. And it's not
Yep.
gonna be me. I try to curl like a twig I find and like injure my hand.
Snap.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Hand cramps. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
So, are we leaving today, or are we hanging out here? What's the plan? What are we doing? Are we going to talk to the mayor? Are we trying to make inroads with the letters and stuff? What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I mean, we can.
That's
Ooh,
Valen.
that
That's you.
reminds me. I'm gonna open up the book and I'm gonna pick out a random face and transform into a human.
You have... Okay. From outside?
Yeah, like I said, I took a bunch of pictures and screenshots of humans.
Give me... 1 sec here. Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay. Who? Describe them to me. Just tell me what you're... do you want a human? You would add human, dwarf, gnome. This isn't going to change your size. So put that into...
I would probably go with a human.
Okay.
And we're going to say that he just looks like AJ.
Okay. So yeah, you're going to see Francisco turn into a semi-bearded weirdo. He looks like he probably has been walking the streets for years, probably drank too much, eyesight's starting to go, hack and cough when he runs. Yeah. Yeah. Covered in a little bit of grease, elbow grease. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely covered in grease.
Yeah. And oddly enough, if you poke them, you're still, I think, the horns are still there. You just can't see them. Same with the tail. This is pretty much disguise self, but a permanent 24-hour version. The only way that it's going to go away is to dispel magic. But then immediately all the faces in the book go away, and your true image is the only thing that's on there right now.
Cool.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Book's got to know what you look like.
Yep. Yeah, now we can go talk to people, I think.
Okay. I don't think it changes your voice, so you're still going to have the same voice. Yeah, pretty much.
Call me Alex.
Oh, sure, you get to change your name and everyone will follow it, but I do it. Suddenly no one remembers. Wait, why did you do that, by the way? We're in our own house?
Yeah.
Because you said we were going to go talk to the mayor.
Oh, are we? Okay.
He's a day and a half away, so you didn't really need to do it now.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I was asking if
I thought you
see
meant
the mayor.
No.
No, we were supposed to go talk to Greybeard because he's in charge.
He's at the mayor's residence right now.
Yeah.
It's still me testing out the book.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. So 10 o'clock tomorrow, it's going to fade.
Cool.
Yeah. Valen's going to let you know that there is too many people on the road right now to use her carriage. You're going to have to use your own Vardo and Deep Rothy to pull it. You could use her carriage, but it's not going to be able to go fast, and it might get a lot of looks having a skeleton on the front. And the fact that this thing hums loudly.
So we're walking for now?
Up to you.
No, we're riding. We're riding in the Vardo.
Yeah. Valen will...
Why would we walk?
Valen would also say...
I thought she said it was too busy. The cart.
No, her cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Either will work. She says if you want to use her carriage, it's going to need a paint job and a lot of changing in order to make it look normal. Unless you guys don't care.
Maybe we use that when we go farther north. I feel like we maybe shouldn't arrive in them.
Okay.
To the business meeting.
Valen's just going to say, yeah, I eventually, once a day, I still need to go in and check on things. I do have a few things brewing in there, because it is my home. Now, where are you guys going? Is it something you need me for, or can I stay here?
Probably stay there.
I would love to yell and scream at Kelvin. I have a lot of pent-up aggression that I would love to get out.
Okay.
Like a thousand years worth of pent-up aggression. I need this.
Okey-dokey.
Perfect. Thank you.
We'll
Yeah.
swing back around in a couple days.
Yeah, you're going to be a day and a half there and then
Yeah,
home, so
it'd be
3 days.
Yeah, so
And
maybe 4 if we're there for a day.
tomorrow morning the portal opens, so... Because you're technically on the 6th morning, so at some point tomorrow you know the portal's going to be open. Whether or not you want to be there for it, you've been told you don't have to. It's going to be busy, loud, and you have no idea what's going to go on.
Yeah, I think we decided...
I think you decided
Dora
not
was
to.
staying, right?
Dora's still there,
Dora
yes.
poured it? Yeah,
Yes.
and I think we decided not to go.
Okay.
For safety reasons.
Yeah, but
Everything tries to kill me that comes through. I'm not trying to deal with that shit.
Let them settle without us, and then we'll go back and try and negotiate.
Understood.
Don't you want to see it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm sure someone will have a recording of it.
That's why we left Dora there to record it for us.
Yeah, that was her job. She's the recorder.
She's our stenographer.
Yep, that's up to you guys, but that'll be... You wouldn't hit the Greybeater in the mayor's house in time, but it could... Time is a little different in there, so you never know. Because it might take like a month your time to get everybody through. It's hard to tell until you're there.
Right.
Because there's a lot of things and people coming through.
I think we talk to Greybeard first, set up the inroads if we can.
Okay.
And then go from there, right?
Yeah, we can talk to No Beard.
Yes, we will talk to No Beard.
Okay. All right. So probably by, we'll say like 11-ish, maybe noon, you guys have the Vardo out, the Debrothy hooked up, and you guys head out for the evening. Your day and a half. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to stay at the same... I think you guys stayed at an inn? No, you stayed at an inn near the mayor's house, so you'd have to stay at another one or camp inside your Vardo overnight, because you're not going to get there in time today. You were a day and a half,
I'd rather go to an inn.
Yeah, you're going to be getting there by pretty much dinner tomorrow.
Okay, first, how much reading did I get done?
You had the full... We'll go full 8 hours. I'm okay with that.
Another 8 hours. All right, I'll go back to my... I don't really want to try out my flute in the cart with the rest of the group.
Okay.
That feels rude. For now.
Okay.
So I'll go back to my Fey book.
Okay. So the cart will hold 3 people comfortable inside, and 2 will have to sit and steer. So who wants to be... Tooth would be up there unless he needs to sleep. Because him and Prex can basically tell the Debrothy where to go.
Oh yeah, I'm totally lounging in the back.
I'd be in the back.
Okay.
At least until Tooth needs to sleep, and then I guess I would go up front.
Okay. Because pretty much, he'd be able to go until late that evening when you guys get your inn. So that'd be... I
can't steer the cart.
The Debrothy will do most of it. It's just there's not enough... Okay. There's not a lot of room in the Vardo for all of you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I will move so that Tooth can sleep. Okay. That is fine.
Yeah, there's enough room for at least 3 people. Like, if you're not going to go to an inn, a couple of you will have to, sleep underneath or on top. It's up to you guys where you're going to want to stay for the evening.
I have tiny hut now, so we can always just stay in that.
That too. Talos could create you guys a place to stay too. It's not that big. It's pretty much the same size as the Vardo.
It can fit 9 creatures.
Yeah. Not comfortably, but yes.
I'm not picky.
Okay. So between the 2 of them, yes.
But Francisco said in, so are you?
Yeah, Francisco does vote in. Francisco does not feel like sharing a room with y'all.
Oh, sure. I mean, if Francisco can go in the inn, and I mean, I don't mind staying in the cart.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do stay in the cart or get a room or tiny hut, we can technically split the party for sleeping.
Yep. That's easy to do. Yeah, if anyone's staying in an inn, it's just going to be 2 gold for the lodging and your food. Alcohol is going to be different.
Yeah. Well, I'm totally getting alcohol, so.
Yeah.
I will go into the inn.
Okay.
And buy a bottle of whatever.
Okay. Yeah, right now things are mostly fairly cheap because there should be a lot more people here. So, like, it's more locals. The entertainment is there isn't any. These are just people looking for work. You're going to have a lot of angry people that they can't do their job because they don't have it. Because they don't just... Most of the locals here should be still in the process of clearing that entire Plains of Onath. So most of them you're going to see newly pointed like soldier gear that they're just testing out and complaining about.
How much for a bottle of something strong?
Pretty much 1 gold right now. Francisco, give me perception checks, please.
Perception. That is not great. So 12.
Just a 12?
Yeah, you just needed 1, right?
Yeah. Depends. If you were outside the carriage, the Vardo at all for the journey, or you stayed inside the entire time.
Yeah, I would have went out at least once.
Okay, then I'll take another one off you.
That one is better because that's an 18.
Along the way, you're going to see pockets of like 5 or 6 people and 2 soldiers, and a lot of the pockets of people have bracelets.
Oh.
A lot along the way. So, every now and then, you're going to see a pocket of 5 or 6 people in carts loading stuff with a couple of guards moving freight.
I hate that I use this disguise self now, but I am really just going to be on the lookout for anyone that looks like they're from my crew.
Right now, you know where they currently are. They're still on a ship coming around. That's what you've been told. You don't really see anything you know. Maybe the odd person, but I highly doubt it.
I'm also going to look for anyone that might have a lightning bolt tattoo.
Currently, no. You guys are moving. Unless you got off and looked, it's hard to tell at a distance. Most of these guys have like just general clothing on now. Most of them are covered up unless it's a hot day or something like that. But you do see the glint of the bracelet. Like every 20 minutes, you'll see a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here.
Okay.
And for the most part, they seem fine.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if there's no one I know and all that, then keep on driving.
In your first roll, you don't notice anyone in the inn currently.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, drinking.
That's fine.
I rolled a 16 for my con save.
In the morning? Okay. All right, you're fine. All right. The liver's a little fucked, but yep, you're good.
It's a brand new liver. It's not that fucked.
Anything particular Sabryn wanted liquor-wise? Or just something? Okay.
Something strong.
Okay.
Because we are out of the...
You have no more wine. I wasn't sure if you wanted...
out of the wine.
Yeah.
No, not wine specifically, just whatever is strong.
Okay, we'll go with you're getting some nice old bourbon.
Okay, cool. Bourbon.
But see if you can't buy a small cask. Just saying.
Cask will be 10 gold.
Do you want me to get a cask, Francisco? I can put
yes,
it in the bowl.
Yes, and actually, Francisco will pay for it.
Okay. I will get a bottle for myself, and then
we'll
put the cask in the hole.
Okay.
Cask of good bourbon.
Yeah.
In the hole.
Okay. The one thing I can't remember, did anyone put on Captain Carter's insignia that you found on her hat.
I stole them. I did not wear them.
Understood. Okay. Then nothing else happens at the inn. All right. So yeah, no problem during the night. If Talos wanted to put up his tower for the first time, yes or no?
It was a tower? I thought it was just a bubble.
Sorry, the tiny hut. You don't need to, because some are staying in the inn.
It makes no difference.
Okay.
Spell slot wise. So if anyone's about to sleep under the cart, they're not popped up. Otherwise,
There wouldn't be. Yeah, three of you don't sleep. So if Francisco's sleeping in the inn, Tooth has lots of room to lay out on.
in which case, no.
Okay. Just when you first do it, I just want to know what it looks like.
Talos, does your bubble block sound?
You've never done it before, so you don't. You could maybe guess. Give me an Arcana.
I'm pretty sure it blocks sight, but sound?
Above table, I don't think it
It
blocks
doesn't,
sound.
no.
But
No.
13.
Bryn doesn't know that.
You would with the 13, you would probably think all it does is not let anyone in who you don't deem worthy of coming in. Kind of works like the dome. Exactly like the dome. Well, minus the magical... Yeah, magic won't go through, but sound will. So anyone who sits outside and pounds on it can hear everything you guys are saying. But nothing magical can come in, and you guys can't see out. You got to stick your head out. And it's just basic furniture inside.
I can put it up if you want to try, but no promises.
Well, I was gonna try out my new flute, and I didn't want it to be, like distracting you guys. So I didn't know if the bubble would be easier. But if you guys don't care, I'm just gonna try it anyways. But
I think you'll be fine.
okay.
You could always go in the Vardo and just close the door, too.
Well, I don't want to kick them out of the Vardo. But
Understood.
if they're cool with it anyways, I'm just gonna do it anyways.
Okay. Are you going to read the book at all, or just blow?
Oh, no, I'm opening the book.
Okay. Either way, I still need a performance at disadvantage.
Yeah, you do.
For a long time.
Performance at disadvantage, okay?
So,
14.
14's enough that it's okay. Like, you're going to hit maybe 2 or 3 notes and then miss 2 or 3 notes and then gain a few. But the sound coming out of it isn't really like a normal flute. Give me a history. give me a history roll.
Can I guidance, or is it just...
No, this is just more of a spur of the moment. I've heard that sound before.
Then, in that case, if I have heard this before, I can do it after I roll if I don't like my number. Okay. History, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna use it. That's a really good roll.
Okay.
It's so much. 25.
Okay. It's exactly like the flute you heard before you got the flute. But the more you think on it and the more you play it and hear it, sounds like you're playing it in like an indoor amphitheater where the sound just vibrates through everything and it echoes everywhere. It's like a surround sound flute.
Okay.
Everyone hears it perfectly in pitch no matter where you are.
Okay.
Yep. So almost like you're in a large underground cavern. And the sound's echoing along. You don't know where it's coming from. So if
should I
anyone basically hears you playing it, they're at disadvantage to find your location.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
because it's just going to echo everywhere.
I will just also mark down what I. Do you want me to mark down what I rolled for future reference if I'm trying to learn this or something?
No, not yet. Until we
Or is
get.
it just going to be where I know it on the next level up because I'm taking it?
Yes, eventually,
Okay.
yeah. You're gonna. It's just gonna be a street roll for performance once we hit the level up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can also. I would assume Francisco might know how to play it.
Francisco is proficient with flute. So
I know
if
he
you
is.
Did mention the flute. He would say he could show you how to use it.
Yep.
Or show you how to play it.
Yep.
Well, I definitely told you while we were at the house that it just appeared on my bedside table, and now I'm going to use it. But I haven't tried it until now.
Once
and you're not there with us, you went inside.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you're done the book, let me know. Because there's something else.
Well, you told me it was hit or miss, not how many hours I needed. So
I know.
Don't know when I'm done
Okay,
with it,
that's fine. I'll
right?
let you know when you're gone through it and you got the majority down. Might
Yeah,
change.
'cause I would spend the 8 hours that sleeping
Yeah,
to read
that's
it.
yeah
I
to
don't know
reading
how
it, but
long
you
it
still
is.
need to. Yeah, I think this is going to be more of a couple days worth of traveling and
cool.
cool.
You tell me when I finish.
I will, and I'll tell you what you get.
That's all.
You
Okay.
get nothing.
Oh.
All right. Well, we didn't get as far as I thought we were going to today, but we will end there and pick up in the morning with you guys waking up.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you. I was beginning to fall asleep.
I had a feeling.
It's the flute. It does that.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks, guys. That was fun. Good session.
Thank you.
Great game.